Hello, everybody, and welcome to another beautiful day of some NJCAA gameplay. I am your caster for today, Beautiful Crow, and we have a nice little banger of the best of three in the League of Legends circuit between the Waubonsee Chiefs and CEI Falcons. I'm ready to get into it. I know these teams have been itching, ready to start the day, so we're going to jump in a draft here in just a few moments. As we are getting that pulled up right now. Let's see what the playing field shall be today. It's going to be a little bit of a solo cast today, so I'll do my best to give you all the action and all the analytical prowess I possess to get you through this game, this series. And off the bat, I'm going to take off some power picks. I love that CEI are going to go ahead and take off the Xayah and the Yuumi. Yuumi, even though after her rework, is still pretty busted. I don't know how they managed to make a busted champ a different type of busted, but hey, they managed to do it. And speaking of, they're also going to take away the Aurelion Soul, get him out of here. Although I love Aurelion Soul ever since its inception. Unfortunately, he's not going to see the day. Chief's going to take off the Piltover duo of Vi and Caitlyn, not allowing that to happen, not allowing, Vi, who's been very prevalent across all regions in every state of play, with just being able to, be a reliable initiator with a decent amount of damage to boot. On top of that, so I'm going to take some good, powerful picks off the board automatically, and it looks like the Falcons are going to go ahead and lock in the Morgana. Could be mid, could be support. We'll have to see. Haven't seen so much of Morgana recently, so definitely a pick going to be based off of personal comfortability, and the prowess. The Chiefs going to respond in kind with the Nautilus. Go ahead and get the Titan of the Depths back in. Now we have been seeing, since the last patch, the rise of more initiation supports. Tank supports weren't really doing the best. Saw a lot of enchanters coming out, pairing with the Zeri, the Lucian, the Xayah as well. So nice to see engage supports back on the menu. Nautilus is going to be good old reliable for some engage. Oh wow, Zed pick. Okay. She's going to lock in that Zed. Guaranteed for the mid lane. Highly doubt it's going to be a jungle or top lane Zed. So, get some more assassins on the field. Just going to do as much damage as quickly as possible. Would have liked to see a few more tank bans or a lot more CC initiator bans thrown away from the Chiefs, just because picking Zed this early does invite some counterplay. Things to lock him down and make sure he's not able to get onto your backline and delete them. Zach is Morgana Zach. That's just a good combo right there. So the Falcons opting for more CC, more damage soaking in the form of that Zach and the Kog'Maw pick. So a little bold in the face of Nautilus Zed, because they're going to jump in the Void Puppy as much as possible. But they feel as if they can plug this in now, go ahead and get him off the table and do some damage. Let's see what the Chiefs respond with in kind. Taking their time here to round out this pick phase 1 before we go into ban phase 2. And they're actually going to lock in the Zeri for themselves here. Going to get the the dangerous dynamic Pikachu herself on the field, who's been tearing up every aspect of the game since even though she had those slight nerves at the beginning of the year, like in preseason or whatever, still not terrible. Like, nothing clipped her wings at all. She's still very powerful. As we do get in the second phase of bans, we take out the Yone and the Aurelia, taking out some fighters here. Let's see what else I can follow up with. Top lane and mid lane bans, respectively. Both of those flexible enough to go into either lanes. Mostly you see them top, but so counting down the clock now. So far, Falcons have a pretty coherent draft. Initiation plus protection for the Void Puppy, and they want to keep that up as much as possible. Maybe give some agency to mid lane, get it a sort of, control mage. The Victor being taken out by the Chiefs is good, because playing Zed and the Victor can be pretty bad if you're not very matchup dependent. I could see that Annie being a good play here for the Falcons here, just because she has been risen in prominence, whether that be mid or support. We have seen her in both roles across a lot of different regions, doing fairly well. All those changes to her that have happened to the Molten Shield, the passive stacks now on full whenever you spawn is pivotal, like a big major key. Also, would like to see a bit more AD on the side of the Falcons here. Maybe tank top laners. There's all the raids. The Cassante, the Scion, still very good. They're actually going to ban the Shin. I was going to mention the Shin next, but the Ornn will be the pickup for the Chiefs. So great initiation on the sides of the Chiefs in the terms of the Nautilus and the Ornn to make things happen. You get the party started, so to speak, actually. So see how they respond. I mean, some disengage you could plug in here for the Falcons, should need be, but definitely going to need some protection and some peel for this Cogmaw here to allow him to free fire on the back line and just shred through, because the carries of the Chiefs are squishy. You have the Zeri and you have the Zed. They're actually opting in for the Camille here on the side of the Falcons, so more damage. Not going to go for anything more utility based, like the Jarvan or anything like that. But could be very dangerous in her own right. And they're actually going to pick the Anivia. Okay, so like I said, I want to see a control mage for the Falcon side, just add more damage, add more wave clear ability. So they're actually going to go with the Anivia. So good pickup there. Nice damage spread. I'm just a little worried about the Camille in the top lane, how she's going to fare once the game gets later, if it gets later, that is. The Chiefs going to look out to round out their composition with one last pick, looking to be their jungler. They have not picked all draft yet, so excited to see. There's a lot of options still left up, and it's actually, wait a minute, the Xerath pick mid? Is this actually going to be a Zed jungle, or is that a hover for something else? We'll have to find out once we actually get into the main game draft, but now this does make things really interesting. I'm not sure the numbers on Zed jungle right now. I can check Mobalytics, whatever. But yeah, so if this is the composition they're going for, that's going to be a Xerath mid to answer the Anivia. Or actually, weird angle here, hypothetically, it could be Nautilus jungle with a Xerath support. That's the only other. If it's not the Zed going into jungle, it could be the Nautilus. That's the only other angle I could see that, switching the mid and support champions to jungle. But other than that, the Chiefs have a pretty intense composition, right? You have, but they have a lot of upfront damage coming out with the Zed, the Zeri, the Ornn, the Xerath, like all across the board. But the amount of disengage and just control that the Falcons have is pretty paramount here. Morgana, literally her 90% of her kit is to keep people away, right? The Dark Binding, the Soul Shackles, the Black Shield, even, to make sure a lot of this initiation from the Chiefs is null and void. Then you have the Anivia, who has CC in every aspect of her kit except her wall. I mean, if you want to count that as CC. So there's just lots of preventable measures going the way of the Falcons right now that the Chiefs have to opt into. Zed has to jump in. Zeri, she skates around the side, but she also jumps in. Ornn has to go in. He can engage him screen away with the ultimate, sure, but after that, everything he goes is in. Nautilus only goes in. So the initiation is all there for Chiefs. I'm looking to see how it goes, because early game is not going to be their best friend, whereas looking on the side of the Falcons, definitely going to prioritize a lot of these early game picks and get a lot of these early game ganks off. We'll have to see how this goes. But yeah, we're going to get that draft all finished up. Going to get the spectator lay down and ready to go. But like I said, it's NJCAA League of Legends. It's the best of 3 here. We'll be back in a few moments for this first game in the series between the Waubonsee Chiefs and the CEI Falcons. So do stay tuned. We got a lot of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. We're just counting down the days, the time, the minutes, the precious seconds we have here before we get started on this match. Quickly want to look at the compositions again, because it was confirmed that is, in fact, a Zed jungle going to be played on the side of the Chiefs. And that's just so interesting to me, because that does mean that this early game is just going to be almost non-existent. Zara versus Nivea, I mean, yeah, that's a better matchup, I suppose. But it's just, I'm really interested to see how this jungle pathing is going to be for Zed, because I'm not sure how his clear works anymore since the preseason, since the changes. So I'll have to see how the Chiefs are gonna avenue around that. The ganking potential literally isn't there, like he's very lucky that they have CC in all the lanes, right? Because of the nature of these champions kits, because Zed himself is not going to provide any of that CC, such as the Zac on the side of the Falcons. So definitely big keys to look out for there. So we are getting loaded into the Rift here for this game number 1 between the Chiefs and the Falcons. As we see both teams doing a 5 points across, no early invades, gonna get some good vision down, riding river bushes. Looking to see if anything cheeky. Oh, Shadekeeper is using my favorite skin. The Kog'Maw B skin is so cute.
Minions have spawned.
Little Beemaw. Okay, so running down everybody for the Chiefs lineup here. Gonna be Blimp Chimp in the top lane. We got Savage Devo on the Zed jungle. Super interesting to see. Like I thought, gonna start on the red side. Probably do red to chickens, then to a scuttle. This is the latest patch, so they did take away the counter jungling debuff, which is praise be to all junglers. Thanks, Freak. I'm glad you're in the chair now doing balancing, because my man, that was killing us a lot. So, managing to make that work is, ooh, okay, interesting enough. Easy breezy gonna start Q on Morgana level 1 here. Now they're on people here. You might have to walk that one off, not even needing to heal. Subs blown on the side of the Chiefs here, but Shadekeeper not having to use his heal, staying alive there. Very interesting though that Easy Breezy did start the Q level 1. I guess the Dark Binding gonna pay off and help out stave off any first bloods here as we are approaching the 3-minute mark. Let's see how well this goes. Just a little bit of trading back and forth in the top lane. Early level is going to go the way of the Engineer, because Camille just does a decent amount of damage early, and Blimp Chimp is not as tanky yet, so I'm going to watch for that a lot. As now, yeah, just going to be pushing that wave into the turret. Shadekeeper should have a pretty easy job of farming all of that under tower without much trouble. Looking around, as we have thought, Savage Devo on this Zed. Just going to do a lot of farming as much as he possibly can. Now that is something of the matchup that I did want to highlight. Engineer being able to use the Ornn Q against him, because it counts as terrain, and hookshot goes into any form of terrain, whether that's on the map or champion created. So technically, there are more walls. Ooh, wow, great interception on that powered auto though, for this Engineer to jump off of, because you have the Anivia wall that your teammate Jedi Ninjas can create, but you also have Ornn Cliffs that Blimp Chimp can create. So that's just a little extra level of play added there. As, yeah, just like that, Savage Devo, oh man, see, that was one of the pitfalls of having the Zed jungle. We're trying to get first blood here. Flash will be used by the Zac to claim first blood. In return, though, can they get anything off it? Wrong target, maybe. No, Shadekeeper will manage to get a kill in the end. This looks like, oh, wow, that connected. Okay, Artemis going to be able to make it a 3-4-1 overall after all is said and done. Great first game. And that just goes to show you the power of having a jungler that has built-in CC in their kit, a jungler that can do things in the early game. Savage Devil on the Zed is not able to do much. If his teammate don't land a hook, if they don't land a stun, if they don't land a knockup, he's not really going to be able to do anything. And if he gets countered on, if he gets caught out like he did, Easy Breeze on this Morgana, not missing bindings, making them work with maximum efficiency. Now in the mid lane here, okay, stun for stun. He is here. Now will be, yeah, the passive has to be burned. So they will get a return kill into this. Well, no, Jedi Ninja's managing to get a lot. Okay, yeah, he's dead. Managed to revive, but still falls. Savage Devil going to pick that one up. Get a little bit of redemption back for a very, very blundered attempt at a first blood. And, I mean, Demo definitely going to be happy about that. As it looks like first Drake is already on the table. Good rotation. They do have priority on that as the bot lane of the Falcons just now returning the lane. And you do see that Artemis is on top side. Ooh, wow, that was a little too close to cover for potential Q steal by Easy Breezy, but will be secured by the Chiefs. Now the map resets, just a little bit of a lull state. Let's see. Cleared out some Warden's vision. And like, even though I was harping on the fact that Savage Devo is unable to really do anything CC-wise. Speaking of CC though, you do see Blimpship getting aggressive on the top lane. Hookshot was used, Elastic Slingshot was also used though. I'd like to layer those a little bit more. Managing to chunk out Blimpship, who does not have his flash, neither top laners do, but ooh, speaking of flash though, Thander jumping in, flash Q, little ambitious doing it right under tower there. Artemis is going to survive. Easy Breezy lands another great binding. Only level 4, so not able to chain into ultimate, but just a little bit of a chunk onto Devo here. Now we see pings coming out around the mid lane. We're going to see what's up there. As you do see, okay, so we see Savage Devo and Demo both roaming up there. Looking to secure a little bit of vision. Nothing too fancy, but no, actually, Savage Devo is 6. So is Blimpship. Misses his Ornn ulti number 2, and Miss Engineer's actually going to get out safe. No flash needed, just the hookshot and a nice timing to survive. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Ice Ninjas avoiding another gank attempt. Did have to burn flash, unfortunately. But will survive another day. As if I could get a look at the scoreboard, the inventories, so I can see who's on what right now. The flash comes in from Thander, though. Black Shield going to avoid a lot of the upfront damage, but Devo here, perfect exhaust by Easy Breezy. Arcane Barrage, though. Demo has to cancel it early. He's been spotted out by Artemis. He's going to be able to walk away with that, with his life and his flash. Lots of action going on around the map here. Whew, Easy Breezy's been really good with those bindings, making sure they all land. You do see Mix Engineer just meeting Blimpship in the river, making things happen. Elastic Slingshot, wow, what a buffer though from Thander, catching him out of the air with the dredge line as Easy Breezy goes down. Thander flashing for an auto not needed as Devo will claim that kill. Speaking of flash though, Demo will finally burn his, saves his life there because 1 Q auto from Jedi Ninjas definitely would have sealed the deal on that. Speaking of though, still in trouble. No ultimate available for Savage Devo just yet. It's up in a few seconds, so they might stay around for this. Ooh, good avoidance by Miss Engineer. Managing to trade off effectively. Yeah, you see Savage Devo heavily hovering around this mid lane, pushing Ice Ninjas back as far as possible, trying to take that life. A little bit of a reset here. 3-3. Slight gold lead going the way of the Chiefs. I want to say that's just due to CS along with the kill count. First dragon was taken by them. Now everything just resets back to lane. Oh, that frack guard, I was muted the entire time. Rookie mistake. It happens. But yeah, I was yelling a little bit because in that battle with Tribush number 2, somehow, some way, the Chiefs managed to come out on top, getting 3 kills there for 1. Boosting that lead that they already had. Now it's about a 10k gold lead. Now Dragon number 2 is Infernal Dragon, so no chance for an Infernal Soul this game, which you have to believe the Falcons would have liked to get. However, nothing really stopping them from getting this early dragons. There's a lot of attention being focused around this mid to bottom side of the map. You do see Savage Devo always going into mid lane, looking for demo, or going down all the way for Devo and Thander. So, looking to watch the map state as once again Thander just taking out Artemis out of the skies. They're on to Devo on the Zeri, but he's just autoing to death the Morgana, and now Devo here with Savage as well. Oh yeah, there's no escape for Shadekeeper. Trying to knock him up under the tower. Will be able to return back to his shadow. Now Savage able to live just a little bit longer. Might burn down from this, but no! Jedi Ninja's trying to make something happen. Unfortunately, not the case here. Savage and Devo, both halves of the whole, gonna survive wholeheartedly, picking up more kills and further increasing this very snowbally composition that the Chiefs have. Oh wow, he's going in on that. Artemis, are you okay, my boy? Will drop right where he stands. Is whole map state all across the board. You see it, but this questionable Chiefs composition starting to come online now and starting to work very, very well. Blimp Chip going to take some damage and then just dip out for just a hot second. Dragon number 2 going to go the way of the Chiefs as well. Okay, and once again, Jedi Ninja's under a lot of pressure here in this mid lane. Now, looking to take down these towers, both top tower and bot tower severely low. Mid tower about at half. Now it's that part of the game where they're looking to push the tempo more. 2 dragons under their belt. Lots of gold in their pocket. You have to believe they have the items as well to push this lead further and potentially start opening up the map more. Objective bounties falling off. That means no more tower plates in that 14-minute mark. So that bonus gold you can get from now has the power to do so much. He's going to channel the ultimate. The Clip Shield going to help out for a little while longer, and Demo comes to give his boy some aid to make sure Savage lives. Now, some action in the bot lane. So Devo and Fander going to push in to bot tower and potentially take it. Herald number 1 hasn't really been the focus of either team. But now, with the firm lead that they have, they're going to go ahead and take that. You'd have to believe they're going to push the advantage even more so here, because you can just literally set it in any single lane, and the Chiefs will be able to benefit from it. As first tower will go down, it's actually in the mid lane. So now we'll allow Demo to roam around here. Blue buff in tow. He's going to give his teammates much needed, much wanted backup. Not necessarily needed because they're, you know, it's a 6K gold lead and ever increasing. 2 towers have fallen now. Looking for the third here. Herald was placed top, so split pushing Blimp Chimp with that with Shelly up in the top lane here. Nothing going to do some damage. So, once again, Thander with these hooks. Has not missed one time. Devo on a rampage. Nothing Shadekeeper or Easy Breezy can do about it. To hide under their tower. Okay, Soul Shackle's going to come out. The tower's going to fall here, so there's not extra bonus damage to help him out. But here is Artanis going to try and make something happen as the exhaust comes in. Will be cleansed now. Jedi Ninja's nowhere to be found. Not able to help out his buddy. And that's Devo cleaning up. Getting 2 kills under his belt and further increasing that gold that he has. Now a little bit of battle in the top lane as they're going to go toe-to-toe. But yeah, they're just trying to clear out the way. Misengineer wants to clear it off. I've not really seen much from either of these top laners. Both sitting at a 0-0-0 stat line. Is looking to change that, though. This time we'll land the second part of the ultimate with us Blimp Chimp. But Misengineer with a good flash E escape. Managing to live and not falling. And now that you do see the CS, look at the CS discrepancies across the board. Only 87 CS to the 143 of these marksmen. Now you see how that adds to the gold lead, along with the Dragon League, along with the kill lead that the Chiefs have compared to the Falcons. And now it's just such a difficult situation. As wow. Black Cleaver Eclipse on the Zed has a few more health stats to work with, but does just as much damage as necessary. As Sander not missing a single hook, forcing Jedi Ninjas to blow that flash. Savage Devo on to Misengineer. We're getting a little bit of a shield here. They're trying to do a little bit of trick shotting. Get caught on to Misengineer, but now they're just pushing the Falcons deep into their base, not allowing them to potentially contest this dragon that should be coming up here momentarily. Even though Artanis wants to try and make something happen, he's going to have to get a flyby steal, and a miracle one is that, as his team is nowhere around him, but there's 3 on this dragon. Will be spotted out by that far sight ward, and yeah, there's just no chance for him to steal that. So that's 3 dragons now, 3 different elements as well, going inside of the Chiefs. And scramble time for the Falcons as they're getting bullied out of their own side jungle. Artanis, well, at least he gets some Raptors for his pocket goal. And they're just hiding around in this bush, daring them to come forward. Gets a hook. Here's the Ornn ult as well. Knocks up 2, but thankfully Artanis will be able to stop the bleeding for just a moment. But Savage goes in deep, and Savage gives himself a double. Will be shut down finally here, but there's no supplementary damage to push the fight forward. I say that, though, is now Jedi Ninja's actually able to make damage spread across the board. Clean up kills. The credits going over to Easy Breezy, unfortunately. It's a long shot, slingshot. Try to get the Q1, Q2, not going to be anywhere. But in that fight, it was a 3-4-2. Somehow, some way, the Chiefs coming out, or the Falcons, rather, coming out better off that exchange. Now the map reset. I mean, that's a lot of gold in their pockets. You look at the buys. You look at the buys even after that last skirmish, that fight that happened. You see the heel cut, you see the Oblivion Orb, you see the crit cloak, all these extra things that are able to be bought by the Chiefs and production. If we could keep the scoreboard and items up indefinitely so I could be able to look at that, that'd be great. As we do see, oh my goodness, he's dead. Easy breezy. No armor defensive stats to be even seen. Savage Devo gonna quickly get that kill, and off that pick, it's gonna be a 20-minute Baron. They have 3 dragons and are 7k up, so they definitely could do this with full members. I believe so. They're trying to 4 now. Okay, yeah. So now Fander, he's got to back off or he might fall. But this is it's just they have that ability. 3 towers up, 3 dragons up, 8k now 9k gold lead. Yeah, they're firmly in control here, and the Falcons are gonna have to get some fancy footwork and make some really righteous plays to even bring themselves back closer if they want to call themselves winners of this game number 1, or else the Chiefs are just gonna run all the way away with it. Now the scramble is to defend. You look at the map, you see decent warding on the top side of the map, keeping this engineer bright and allowing them to see what's going to happen. But a lot of the plays are being made towards the middle and bottom of this map, and you see Savage Devo on this jungle Zed. By the way, the thing I have the biggest doubts and the biggest questions about is he flashes in and instantly deletes Shadekeeper. Savage living to his namesake, getting a double jumping in, and there's nothing they can do about it at all. He's so far ahead. He is so fed. Baron up. They've taken down 3. It's up to Jedi and Artanis to try and play defense here. There's a lot of damage available on the side of the Chiefs to prevent any of this from happening, as it's Devo on to the AD carry, or onto the mid laner rather, trying to chunk him down here. Should be able to get it with the dash in, yeah, and that's going to be a kill. Not quite the ace, as Shadekeeper and Easy Breezy have popped back up. Let's see if they can defend, but I don't think there's any chance now with how far ahead they are. And it's an onslaught, unstoppable here. Goes everybody. They will shut them down though. Savage did finally fall to the passive of Shadekeeper, but unfortunately it's for naught. Even though they only have 1 cannon minion, they're baroned up, they're beefed up, they're big boys. They're going to try and push onto the second wave incoming, and 10 to 26, 48k to 35k, and you see the victory march here. Or, oh no, this might be the base defense. Artanis is trying his best to make sure no victory gets done here. Barely living, just barely living through it are the Falcons. Managed to survive for just a little while longer, but honestly, at that point, I would have given them the victory and said go next, because they are hemorrhaging at every single point. Baron empowered recalls. You have to believe the Chiefs are just trying to go grab the last few items they need, complete some, just buy some finishing touches, get a little bit of shoe shiner. Because now, Soul Point, no contest insight from the Falcons. They got to play bandage first aid for their base since it's in absolute shambles. Maybe we see Artanis go for some sort of cheeky steal. Has it charged up, but he actually cancels the elastic slingshot. He says, no, forget about it. We're not even going to try. Baron has fallen off, but will be traded for a nice big old mountain soul. And if anything, that's made Fander and Blipchimp get even beefier. So on the Jedi Ninjas, the biggest amount of wave clear for the side of the Falcons absolutely deleted. And now, get the Pied Piper, get the bagpipes, get the drummers drumming. It's the victory march surely for the Chiefs, as they're going to pad the KDA just a little bit more. Take out some more kills. That'll be 4 down, no problem. Nexus exposed. And that's going to be the Waubonsee Chiefs easily taking game number 1 here in this best of 3. after a very, very convincing victory. Look, I had doubts about the Zed jungle. I'll go ahead and say it. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And in that instance, I was very, very wrong. But yeah, wow. Big ups to Savage Devo on the jungle Zed, making it happen. And also just Devo and Thunder in the bot lane on the Zeri Nautilus. I said this team likes to go in. And they really did like to go in. That ruthless aggression getting them the victory here. Don't fret though, we do have one more game, potentially go to two. If the Falcons can make a comeback, we'll have to see. But that's on the other side of the break as we are in the series between the Chiefs and the Falcons. We'll be right back. Everybody, it's your boy Vito Crow. We're gearing up for game number 2 between the Chiefs and the Falcons. Oh my goodness, Waubonsee making a believer out of me. Savage, I'm sorry I ever talked bad about you because that was absolutely disgusting manhandling in game number 1. Let's see if it's the same game number 2. We're about to get into draft and find out. And for those of you just joining us, perhaps it is the NJCAA League of Legends portion. We are doing the best of 3 between the Waubonsee Chiefs and the CEI Falcons. This is game number 2. It's do or die time now for the Falcons. Lose this, they're out. Win this, we get a game number 3, and maybe we could have a long day. Who knows? We're going to get right into pick and ban here as we do see that they're going to take the Zed and the Nautilus off the table. They want to make sure that does not happen to them again. Good job by the Falcons recognizing that. But the Isalok Maokai, okay. Got a big old bag of tricks, and they're not afraid to use them, are the Chiefs. So I'm going to grab that out. I definitely do. I think it's a 100% a respect ban. The Zed taking that off the table. But I do see the Chiefs sticking with the same 3 bans. The Vi, the Caitlyn, the Aatrox. Don't want any of that at all. But I keep it off the table. As the Falcons will pick up a Sejuani. Really great character still in this game. Can be top lane if necessary, and most likely going to be in the jungle, but just so much initiation and CC ability. Always going to be good. And also pairs very well with some melees, so that does make me think that they might get a melee top laner more on the attack side rather than the defensive side. But actually, go ahead and pick the Rakan. Xayah-Rakan combo has been very strong in NA recently, but Xayah banned out actually by the Falcon themselves. So they just want the Rakan for the massive amount of engage potential he has with the Battle Dance, with the Charm as well. So I do already like the amount of CC that the Falcons are going for. Let's see how well they can keep it up. What the response for the Chiefs? Maybe. Heimer? Oh, okay. So Heimer support still pops up from time to time. We know it was a scourge for a hot minute there. We know we saw those games. It was ridiculous. But could be support, could be mid. We'll have to wait and see as the rest of the draft unfolds. The Chiefs with a few power picks. Okay, so the Aurelia that was banned out in game number 1 will now actually go to the hands of the Chiefs, and I'd have to believe it be going towards Demo. If Savage gives me a jungle Aurelia in this game, I might just have to follow him and become like his number 1 fan, because that would be pretty impressive as we're not going to get the Vex. Okay, so I do like the pickup of the Vex here. Very simple champion, but very effective champion, especially when it comes to any sort of champion that has a lot of dashes or blinks. A lot of mobility-based champions. Vex does shine with that passive on her and her bonuses to her abilities. So definitely going to love to see how that plays out. We're getting to ban phase 2. Falcons going to take away the Zeri. They did not like how well Devo was playing. Now going to take away both of the bot laners that gave them so much trouble last game. Let's not let that happen. Get ban number 2, the Jhin taken off the table. Okay. Honestly, I don't really like Jin in a lot of situations. In a situation like this, I don't even think they would pick Jin to begin with, just because of the consistent amount of DPS they're going to need to have in order to contend with this rather beefy lineup, of the Aurelia, because she just gets so much tenacity, even though she's very much built like a fighter, along with the Maokai. So, taking that off the table. Not much of a harm there. Gonna see what else. Double 80. Okay, 380 carry bands thrown the way of Devo here by the Falcons. Gonna take out the Varus as well. 480 carry bands in total, plus the Jin. Does leave a few options available. Could go for the Sivir. Has been popping up a significant amount. Jinx, Kaisa. Seen a lot more Kaisa recently, actually. So could be a possibility. We'll wait for that final one to tick out. And it will be the Jinx. Wow. 80 carry pool being pinched and challenged here by both teams. Let's see what they default to, what falls in the order. Is all these really good 80 carries, but I have not seen the Kaisa. The Kaisa ban, I'm surprised they didn't throw it out. So looking to see what the remainder are for both of the teams here. Pick phase number 2. Oh, sneaky little rat. Remy's cousin. You get the Twitch pick. And one of my favorite marksmen to play. So many ways to be a sly little rat in that bot lane. With great consistent damage too. Has a decent amount of protection with the Rakan. In response, we're going to get the Kane. Wow, okay. This does make me believe that it's top lane Maokai, not jungle Maokai. Yeah, that's going to be locked in. Okay, so it would be Savage on another assassin champion. So I'm sensing a little bit of a theme here. With that pick, though, that does make me believe that this Aurelia will be going the way of Demo in this mid lane. So mid Aurelia into the Vex by Jedi Ninjas. Let's see what this final pick will be for the Chiefs. And it's a Scion. Okay, once again, the Chiefs throwing me for a loop. I have no idea what this composition is going to be now. I have no idea who's going where, because it is a bunch of big, strong characters. 4 melee, 1 range. A little bit different on the side of a more traditional composition that the Falcons are giving us. So this unorthodox composition, once again, from the Chiefs, going up against what's a pretty standard composition from the Falcons. As Kled is the final lock-in, so I do like that. Kled into a lot of tanks. He does shred them very well with that W passive. And with the Q2 passive giving Grievous Wounds as well, not allowing a lot of the healing to come through. We are finished up with the draft, and you do see the picks and the bans all up on the screen. Once again, this Chiefs lineup, they love to challenge. They love to challenge things. They love to play a hard, risky style. Lots of CC, though. You have the Aurelia stun. You have Maokai's entire kit. Scion, Q, the E, the ulti. Kane, should he decide to go Rost form as opposed to Assassin form, can also provide a lot of CC. There's a bunch of big, beefy bodies, so absolutely interesting. Super, super interesting lineup for the Chiefs. Maybe they will just make me a complete converter this community college lineup, because that is an actually crazy draft. I'm excited to see what they're going to do to get into this, but once again, we do have to get the draft finished out, get a spectator delay counted down, and when we come back, we'll be in for game number 2 between the Chiefs and the Falcons, so we'll see you in just a moment. Okay, guys? Back, ready to rock. Get the stretches out. Get them eyeglasses on, ready to watch. Locked in for some more League of Legends. This is game number 2 between the Chiefs versus the Falcons. Do or die time for the CEI Falcon squad. Will they be able to handle this very unorthodox opposition from the Chiefs, or will they fall and crumble under the pressure? We're about to find out as we're getting into game number 2 here. I'm so excited to get into it because I have no idea what to expect except for some more banger League of Legends content. Savage, once again, being a savage with his very savage picks. How many times I'm going to say savage today? You're going to have to find out. It's going to be a journey through probability and impossibility because we're going to see some fun stuff. I absolutely am so ready for it. We're all loaded up. It's game number 2 between the Waubonsee Chiefs and the CEI Falcons. Woof. Yeah, like I had seen, will be Limp Chip rocking the Scion up top. So that's going to be Heimer, Maokai, bot lane. Very, very interesting lineup indeed. Now we'll have to see how Shadekeeper and Easy Breezy will be able to combat this because early game wise, it's just there's just so much that they have to dodge around, that they have to contend for, and it's just like that's the thing about non-traditional compositions, is just that you have to adjust your game plan, so to speak, per character. And Heimer, Maokai is just so annoying because you have to count for the turrets, you have to count for the saplings as well. Will be a blue star here for Devo just to get that extra regen and cooldown. Red start on the side of Artenis. Let's see what the Falcons got. And this top lane matchup, like I said, very early, can very much go the way of Miss Engineer. I would love to see Artenis focus up that top side to push Miss Engineer ahead because Kled does really, really well in the tank matchups if he does get that first blood plus a few levels. The Q, the grapple hook, gives Grievous wounds after full activation. So that's something very key to the matchups that they can abuse if done correctly. But it's going to be a slow start between all lanes. As you can see, just trading back and forth. Really looking to see who's weaving in the shots between each and now. Definitely feel Shadekeeper playing a little bit better this game. Took the cleanse. Very smart. I really wanted to make a point of that. Taking the cleanse for himself means he doesn't have to opt into the QSS buy. The Mercurial Scimitar doesn't have to buy that. So that's a really good key there. But also will allow him to get away from at least one of the CC one of the plethora of CC abilities that will be coming his way of this composition of the Chiefs. It's absolutely insanity to deal with. Let's see how well they keep this up as they are pushed under their tower here. Little cheeky Devo dance with the little dragon buddies. Love to see it, love to see it. It's in flavor, it's sportsmanship. Heimer has so many cool skins though. Like, I don't think Heimer has a single bad skin. Uh-oh. Easy Breeze is going to be caught. Battle dance to get out. In the top lane, though. Limp Chimp taken extremely low, not quite dead yet. That's that power. When you every pair Sejuani with another melee top laner. That power. Ooh, great. Being able to avoid the stun. Walking right into an assault by Artemis, though. They could actually win this out if they layer their abilities correctly. It's going to eat a Q, eat a W from Jedi Ninjas. We'll walk away. Didn't burn either flash, though, on the side of the Chiefs here. Oh, once again getting on to Easy Breezy. He took flash heal. So the support having the heal in the pocket is actually pretty nice to see in this situation. Can give him a little bit of a speed boost along with that. A little bit of extra health to get out of situations here. But the pressure that Devo and Fader puts, sometimes too much. And now Artemis going to run into Savage Devo on the wrong side of things. So will proc every hit of the E, but now he's in a bad spot. Does have flash, has Q, has to burn the Q to get out. Roaming up towards his buddies. Will flash a little bit too early. Be caught here, but here's the rest of the team. Jedi Ninjas is not opt to roam up with his teammates, though. It's only Miss Engineer who can't provide too much support. And now that's going to be one kill going the way of Chiefs getting first blood, and the Ignite taking on a Miss Engineer. Will be able to live through that. Has enough on the Conqueror stacks. A little bit of a misplay. No mana for Jedi Ninjas. Did not have flash. Did not want to try to make that 3v3 situation. First blood, once again, going the way of the Chiefs. Now just going to reset. Nice little CS lead, once again, by Devo. I mean, it's just fighting against this Heimer early with a big old body like Thader. Like Thander in his presence. It's a lot done. First buys have not come in for the bot lane for the Falcons, and you see that Devo was able to back and buy himself a Lost Chapter, so now he can stay in lane for a significant amount of time. Honestly, push all the way through this laning phase with just that. The regen from the ring, plus the mana you get back from level ups. Super, super good. But we want to ping up to the mid lane, switch over to the mid lane here. There is action going on around the Dragon. Easy Breezy going to be able to get away with the flash and the heal. Fighting around a ward, though. You do see Savage Devo being caught, but sneaky, sneaky. Kane going to be able to get away. Flash had to be burned here, and now Thander roamed up. He's going to jump on the Jedi Ninja. He will be taken out, but Miss Engineer TPing in the mid lane using the Kled ultimate to get him something back, but now Miss Engineer's all alone. Only Cleanse Carl against the world. Q does not go over walls. Will get an advance on by Thander, and now Demo claims himself another kill. 2-0-2 on the Aurelia. 1-1-1 for the Kane. Nice little few assists in the pockets of Thander. It's in the bot lane. A 1v1. Devo's going to take it against Shadekeeper. Just like that, all across the map, you see every single member of this Chiefs squadron getting something for themselves. Blimp Chimp going to get a few plates in the top lane, extra padding, some coin for his wallet. Dragon number 1, the Kimtech, going to be taken by Devo and Thander, and yeah, Savage also there. No contestability. They don't even want to try and go for this 3v3. Going up just the way they want it to for the Chiefs, and CEI Falcons scrambling, have to make something happen soon, or the snowball's going to get even bigger.
Well, look at you.
No, not going too bad for Jedi Ninjas. Yes, he's down a few CS. Yes, he's down a kill. But definitely on this Vex can make some stuff happen. As yeah, once again, uses a R, has it R2 in his pocket maybe though. Right. Not gonna continue on. It's a demo here as here's the ultimate coming out from Thander. Devo flash W, jump onto Easy Breeze, has no flash, has no heal. We'll get the quick knock up, but it's falling really, really fast. Q to heal up just a tad bit. Thander gonna eat a few turret shots, but the empowered turret from Devo allowing them to live, and multiple ultimates burned in that last exchange. This Engineer has a CS lead over Thunder in the top lane. Not quite a dueling level just yet. So they're fighting over ward supremacy. Gets a vision in, but just eats up all of that damage in the shield. Bobby Cinder doing work, and here is Savage as well, but Artana is going to try and leave somehow for the buddy. One more auto, he can mount again. Unfortunately, not going to be the case, and now Artemis has to head for the hills, or they're going to fall as well. Does not have the flash available. Here comes Jedi Ninjas. The fear just in time off the passive, allowing Artemis to live and to escape. Great job there from backup being called on the side of the CEI Falcons. Oof, really, really close call there, turning that potential 2-for-0 into 1-for-1. Very good job. Those are the rumbles we wanted to see. This is what I was talking about on the Vex, being able to go at least even in this mid lane, getting some items and getting out of lane. Very, very key part of the CI Falcon lineup, and I want to see that happen a lot more. As once again, Demo doing the typical Aurelia thing, rushing Blade of the Ruin King. We're going the Mythic. I'm going to go and get that legendary item. So they're going to go for the 1v1. I don't think you really want this fight. No ultimate available for our Jedi Ninjas, but let's have the passive. Make a lot of tricky things happen. As we do have that going for them. Playing around in the bot lane. It just seems every single time we appear down here, though, they're just pushed into their tower. Shady Keeper and Easy Breezy. Uh-oh, immediate flash by Men's Engineer. Yeah, definitely saw the danger coming. Try to get a little trade-off. Unfortunately, Savage is here. Not opting to go for the dive. Took a decent amount of damage, but still living to fight another day. Not sure what happened in the mid lane, but Demo barely living there, getting a 1v1 against Jedi Ninjas. We do see Artemis is here, does have ultimate. Might go for the Q flash. No, not going to go for it. Oh, goes for the Bola. Okay. Doesn't burn the flash. His Q ult, Dunzo. Going to get himself a kill, but now he's in enemy territory. He's going to run straight into the waiting arms of both Savage and Blue Chimp. Has flash. Doesn't flash the W, but unstoppable Tokyo Drift monster is Blimp Chimp. But the all-wheel traction on that boar for Artemis will manage to let them live. Getting away with murder and fleeing the scene of the crime. Flash W, ult, Empower W. From Devo, not enough to kill Easy Breezy. Holding on to both subs as well. Hey, ultimate pop from Thunder. Just trying to get something, but... Oh, wow. Gary Marksman rather has left, and here we go. Miss Engineer, Artemis. Passive has been popped. Ultimate has been popped. Let's see how well they can survive. Need backup potentially over this Herald fight. Jedi Ninjas on the backside. Oh no! Just in the nick of time, we'll manage to get the kill. Jedi Ninjas backing off. Doesn't want the rest of this fight. He says, no, we gotta go. We gotta scramble. No ultimate, no ignite. They will actually call off the Herald fight for here and accept the losses of both junglers and just leave. Herald was secured, though. Somehow in all that fracas, Herald was secured by the Chiefs. They're going to come out on top. Still ahead in gold and kills, and now have the Herald on top of it. And like I had predicted in the draft, going Rost form, get that extra CC, get that extra sustainability. Savage. Back in the mid lane, though. Jedi Ninjas, once again, scrapping with Demo. Once again. For rare. Now. It's all because of that Red Blade of the Ruin King. It's just the item discrepancy is there, allowing Aurelia to do things. Wow. Devo and Thunder on this unorthodox bot lane combo. Potentially going to take first tower here, as there's no one here to defend it. They have a nice sized wave. They can make this happen. Oh, but not fast enough. Just cresting the 14-minute mark. So they won't get that last plate they wanted. But they will get that first turret gold. It looks to be a big old wraparound. It looks like they're going to get the second turret too. Shelly will charge and finish off the tier 2 tower. Now the fight is looking to be around Dragon. There's a big old objective going down. Shade Keeper free firing on the background. Does not have ultimate though. managing to fight, but here comes Demo. Grand Challenge is popped. Everyone is falling on the side of CI Falcons, left, right, and center, even though the ultimate was burned by Miss Engineer to try to provide backup. Not a lot is there. Easy breezy, maybe be able to get a nice knock up here to save his boy. Lands on the 2, but not enough. But here comes Jedi with another item in tow. Maybe make this 3v3 in their favor. They're falling fast. Everybody's dropping on every single side. The TP has been called. You have to believe this is Demo coming back. Great knockup by Savage, though. He's going to get a kill off the backside of that. Demo absolutely going unstoppable. Be pivotal in this fight. Scatter fight all around like bowling pins falling in the alley. But at the end of the day, it is basically an ace going the way of the Chiefs. And they're going to take a dragon for the cherry on top. Oh man, and now that just balloons the gold lead even further. Tower was taken in the top lane. There's so much gold. It's an 8k gold lead now. You see Artemis and you see Shadekeeper trying to get on the blimp chip, but he's a beefy boy. He went Heartsteel because of course he did. Tanks are going to go Heartsteel. You're going to go Jockshow or Heartsteel. Those are your only options. Nothing else even matters. So you're not even going to be able to knock him down. Don't have a completed item yet across the board. Only person with a mythic completed on the side of the Falcons is the jungler, is Artemis, who's been having a really good game so far. But he needs the rest of the team to step up and be able to meet him there. It's 3 towers to 0. You see 0 in the Dragon, 0 in the Heralds, 0 in the towers. Just not a great game. Devil, though, stepping a little bit too far forward. They're going to get caught onto him. No credit going over to Artenis, who does burn the ultimate. They're on Defender, though. He's a beefy tree, but not as beefy as he might want to be. But the Blimp Chimp is going to provide him with the backup that he needs to get out, survive. Nice catch, nice little pickup off the side of the Falcons. They're going to need to do that about 1,000 times more over. They're going to claim victory and bring us to game number 3. The Chiefs are not making it easy. Jedi Ninja's flash ult now. Great timing on the fear, though. Will dash dance through the minion line. You cannot escape the wrath of Demo. Didn't even need the ignite, but now that ulti has been used, can he get to the mark in time? Yes, they want this Aurelia. They want to take him out. Has a nice little bounty on their head. 350 shut down. Gold going the way of Miss Engineer. Definitely someone you want to put it on. Big boost of gold in their pocket. 3-3-3. Pulling up Trace. Looking real good as Miss Engineer. Let's see how they can carry that momentum over into anything. What can they convert off of? Look at the warding line. It's all blue. You see the control wards drop down. You see both heralds have been taken. A few little sight wards as well. All by the Chiefs. Now they're jumping in. Oh no, Shadekeeper, you're in a bad spot. Not able to survive at all. As you see the jump in easy breezy. Gonna make something happen. All the CC is available, and yeah, they're still going forward. Alternates with the Arctic Prison, but the Great Gore Drinker gonna allow Savage to live and heal up off of all that double buffs on top of all of that. He's living big, living large. Massive team fight. Once again, going the way of the Chiefs. No DPS, no problem. Taking 2 towers for that as well. Double the kills, double the gold, double the damage. Chiefs looking to end this game number 2. Not even giving them a chance at game number 3. And it's so sad because there are so many flashes of brilliance and flashes of chances that you see the Falcons are getting. You'd have to think if they had maybe one item completed, maybe one more component even, they could potentially take these fights. That was a 4v5 and they almost turned it into a 3-for-1. And at the end of the day, though, it's just they're so far behind at this point. 10k gold lead at this point. Falcons all but resigning. And defeat is 19 minutes. Y'all got a whole minute till Dragon, but they're gonna take Herald number 2 in the meantime. In a blink and you miss it moment. Oh my god, Demo. He's going up on the kill feed, gonna go ahead and grab himself another kill. He's gonna buy more swords, you know. Make himself near unkillable. Dragon spawning here momentarily. Easy breezy trying to get some vision established. Either side to the jungle. 10 kills ahead, 10k gold lead, 2 dragons up. Both heralds. The Chiefs all but ensuring this one is... Oh no! Burning 3 ultimates to get on the Devo. He is auto-spacing. He is dropping down in the towers. Gonna go ahead and empower them, and here comes the rest of his team. Great bait mate is Devo as cleanup duty. Janitor's coming in. Sander gonna get a kill credit. Blimp Chip gonna get something on the backside of that. Flash twisted advance. There's some Maokai power, baby. Jedi Ninja trying to get something. The fear is laid down, but there's not enough DPS. The cooldowns are betraying him. Devo at the end of the day will get himself a killing spree and a 4 for nothing. Herald pop number 2. Herald number 2 popped in the mid lane rather. Got me stumbling over my words and how much action is going on. Again, march this one, and you gotta believe this is an inhibitor. Easy. They could honestly end the game from here. There's still a solid 15 seconds before Jedi Ninja's one of the main forms of wave clears popped up. Shelly's still alive. Tempo all in the hands of the Chiefs. They're like, yo, we got dinner plans. We're gonna make this one fast. As you see, Miss Engineer trying to make something happen, trying to turn this in their favor, but automatically dismounted. The rest of the backup is there. Let's see what all they can get done. Devo literally on death's door here with how much health he has left. But you see the advance in. Buying some time does Demo. Managing to buy some time for his teammates to get out. Base is now bleeding open. 2 inhibs have been taken. 1 tower remaining. The Falcons breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The Chiefs have to back off for just a moment. But man, they're desperately searching for answers. Fortunately, coming up short each and every single time. Now it is back to the waiting game. Oh no, Artemis managing to dodge out a little bit. The rest of the team is there. Shade Keeper providing DPS on the backside, but he is gonna get stunned up. Blimp Chip has to force the flash. Maokai ultimate is there though. Jedi Ninja trying to make something happen. Artemis fall in the top lane. Super minions in 2 different ways. All the ultimates available. Yeah, it's the final countdown. Clock ticking away, seconds wasting down. Rampage is across the board. Look at all the bounties, look at all of the kills, look at all the items, all the gold. Whole kit and caboodle pushing it in to the end. That's going to be the ace to finish it off. That's going to be Waubonsee Chiefs taking the 2-0 of the CI Falcons in a very dominant fashion. What a way to end the game. Pat yourselves on the back, squad, because you guys did great. Woo-wee. Man, I don't know what it is about these crazy comps, but they're making it work. 4 melees and a Heimer, doing it dirty, doing it up big Willie style, making it look so easy. The big W for the W Chiefs. Yeah, that's going to be the 2-0. Really great stuff coming in for this squad, making it just look so easy. There were a few little chances in there around objective fights for the Falcons to make a comeback. Really an admirable job by Artemis on the Sejuani and Jedi Ninjas on the Vex, but unfortunately they just couldn't carry their teammates over the finish line. So sad to see. No game number 3 will be the 2-0 like we have said. But that will do it here for the League of Legends matchup that we had today. I've been Beautiful Crow. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I saw y'all in chat, emotes going crazy. But don't fret. We will be back next time for Overwatch 2. It will be the BSC Bobcats versus the GTCC Titans. That's going to be coming to you on the 23rd, 6 p.m. EST. Go ahead and mark it in your calendars, put it in your Google reminders, put it in your Apple calendars. You know what to do. But anyway, myself and the rest of the broadcast team will be signing off, and we will see you next time for more community college esports action.